Let's be honest, we all want to be successful, but no one prepares you for the confusion, the pressure, and the days you question if it's even worth it. Everyone wants to blow. Everyone talks about hustle harder, believe in yourself, do the best that you can, but no one tells you what to do once you've hustled and nothing is working. I'm on a self discovery journey. I've been reading books, I'm doing a lot of reflection, and the word success resonated with me this week. So, what is success? Why do we want it? What does it take to be successful? Can I personally attain success? So, in my quest for understanding, I came across this quote that says, "Work so hard that it will be unreasonable of you not to be successful." And this was said by Alex Sumosi. So, I got reading some more. And I realized a couple of things. Now, success is not just about luck, or success isn't luck, it's not looks, it's not talent, or it's not who you think, it's not even about who you know, it's something else. Like Alex said, success is not glamorous, it's not shiny, it's not what social media sells. I think success is discipline, it's discomfort, and sometimes delay. So, this video is a personal reflection of mine. So, come, guys, come into my head, where I'll be sharing my thoughts, some of the answers to my questions, and at the end of the day, you can draw up your personal conclusions. Hey, guys, with the jazz hands, welcome back to my channel. I am yours truly, Lady Lara of Lara's Lighthouse, and I say welcome to my space. If you're new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. So let's go into it today. So today is not more like, it's going to be more like a talk, a reflection, because this is something I do on my day-to-day, life activities. I think about something, I talk about it, I ask people questions, and then we come to a conclusion. So I felt, how about we do this, but in form of a reflection? And from the beginning of the video, you saw that I talked about success and how this video was inspired by Alex Sumosi, how he said, do so much work that it will be unreasonable of you not to be successful. And I know many young people aspire to have this. I want to be successful. I want to be this. I want to be that. And then you see so many people that they label as successful. And I've seen some of the videos online, but I want to talk about success as it has never been talked about before, in the sense of we knowing what success is, the harsh truths about success, how you can have unreasonable success, what it takes, what do you need to have unreasonable quote unquote success, and then the practical tips you need, and also just ways to be successful in general. So I thought about myself, like I'm the case study here. I've been on YouTube for over, not up to a year, but close to a year. I've not been serious, here and there, give some excuses. But I have like 18 videos, like guys, 18 videos. Okay. So I've got like 18 videos on YouTube. And I'm like, girl, you're progressing. And that is a form of success. Success is progress in the sense that you're doing something little by little. You are taking one step at a time. You are moving forward. It's not about saying, are you perfect? Like if I put on my ring light now and I talk and, presidents listen, or senators, I always, when is your next video? But I'm getting there. So success is progress. Then I think success has to be alignment, in the sense that you as a person, you do what you want to do, and then you make sure that your actions align with those things that you say. Let's say I talk about family values a lot, but behind closed doors, I tell people I don't want to have a child. That's not you being successful, that's you being a hypocrite. So it's important that your values align with what you say. Your values align with your actions. If you see being a family man as success to you, then work towards it. If you see yourself as somebody who doesn't aspire to have kids, it's okay. You want to be child free, it's okay. That is your own success. So make sure that your actions and your words align. And then I now thought again, okay, so if you're saying that success has to be what? Progress, success has to be alignment. How about those people who are making impact in the rural areas that Forbes 30 under 30 don't carry, or our mothers who are making sure that we progress in life? Are you saying that they are not successful? So it got me thinking again. And I came to the conclusion that success has to be personal. Success is not universal. Of course, we all have the ideology of success has to be money, cars, followers, aesthetic. Yes, I said it again, aesthetic, where everything has to be beautiful, everything has to be wonderful, everything just has to make sense. But success has to do with what you personally believe in and what you're doing. We've seen people like Mother Teresa, Mary Slessor, Mahatma Gandhi. They are people that our children will always know about because of the things they did. They had a cause and they worked for it, they worked towards it. So success is personal. Just the same way someone like Jeff Bezos would go online and carry on a campaign. So also is a local teacher somewhere teaching her students how to read, even if she's not being recognized. So that is a form of success. And I think it should be celebrated. So, like I said, success is what alignment, success is personal, and success is what progress. So, we've talked about what success could be, right? Now, how about those things that have to actually do with the reality of success? Because many people really want success. But a song just comes to mind. Lonely at the top, lonely, lonely, lonely. Money on my mind. Now, it's not about money here. But Ashake said it's lonely at the top. We've heard that a couple of times. And for you to be success, there will be seasons of loneliness. There will be times where you need to grow in silence. There will be times where you normally want to hang out with your friends and you cannot. Like yesterday, I indulged, right? And I was like, I'm going to watch TV, a couple of shows that I love to watch. And as I was watching those shows, my mind was like, babe, you have a video to shoot. Babe, there are things you need to do. And it got me thinking that truly, if you want to achieve consistent success, there will be seasons of loneliness. Now, I don't want to necessarily believe that it's lonely at the top, because when you're at the top, except you beat a couple of fingers and then you were not loyal, you will always have mentors, you have mentees, you would have family members. If you actually did your due diligence, in the sense that you didn't push everyone away all in the name of I must be successful, I want to pursue this career, and you didn't think of tomorrow. So there will be seasons of loneliness, because you have to build in silence, you have to build by yourself, you have to build character, discipline, consistency, and all of these things cannot be done in public. Then there will be repeated failure. Like, I used to wonder, I used to think it was, mental, being crazy, how Thomas Edison did something over and over and over and over again. Like, what was he thinking? What was he thinking? And it made me realize that for you to fail, for you to succeed, you must have failed numerous times, repeatedly, to attain what you're looking for as a person. Because failure is a yardstick sometimes to determine your next step. So you will fail repeatedly. Then we all have this notion of shortcut. Oh my gosh, she just became a viral sensation overnight. She just became this. Like, I look at, people from Big Brother, and people assume, oh my God, they are stars. When they come out, there's a whole frenzy. Oh my God, she won Big Brother. But years to come, you need to prove that you're worthy of being followed. You're worthy of being influential. Like one of the most successful Big Brother housemates, Bisola Yaonle, and you see with time she had to show that I'm not just somebody who sat in Big Brother's house for 90 days and ate free food, or 70 days. I worked hard for this. I am deserving of this. I have talent. I have what it takes for you to listen to me. But with all of her talent, I have not really, maybe from my personal experience, I haven't seen a movie that Bisola is like the lead actress. I may be wrong, but to the best of my knowledge, I haven't seen, because she's always acting supporting characters. But she's also a very good, presenter and other things. She's also a good musician. So it's even now that people are beginning to listen to her some more. So there are no shortcuts. There's nothing like overnight success. It's over time success where you've worked hard, you've paid your dues, and it's okay, it's time for the world to see you. Now, one thing we don't know is that success is built in marathons, not sprints. It's like consistent work is showing up over and over and over again. It's more like compounding interest where you have something that you just keep on pouring into it. So it's being consistent with those things that you know will gain you success. It is you showing up every day for a particular goal or a particular dream. It is you showing up to a particular job. Now, you may not necessarily like it, but you know that this is a means to an end. So, consistency beats intensity. You can't wait for the motivation every time. It's just you being consistent. Like every day you wake up, you must do this thing, I must attain this thing. So, consistency will always beat intensity any day, anytime. Then, we live in a world where mental health is like the order of the day. And one of the words associated with mental health is what? Anxiety. Oh my God, my anxiety showed up. Anxiety is something that goes hand in hand with ambition. Like, I'm somebody that I look at myself and I realize that there are a couple of things I could do, but I always feel comfortable doing them by myself, like in the comfort of my room or when no one is watching. But in a world where you need to show what you have, doing that will not help you. So I need to realize, or we both need to realize, that anxiety would grow with ambition. But what most successful people know how to do is like they learn to sit with it. Okay, sit down, Joko, sit down, sit down. You're here, right? Sit. I don't care how you look, but I have to move forward. So the higher you go, the more the anxiety grows. But we just learn how to manage it. Like we find the best coping mechanism. Like I think some people have that ball that they press or whatever. But just know that anxiety will never go away. But one way you could manage it is by, doing that thing repeatedly. So that's where consistency comes into play. Then, if you're somebody who likes the thriller in Manila, I don't think success is for you because success is boring. It is like wash, rinse, repeat, wash, rinse, repeat. You have to do something over and over again. It's something that must be done repeatedly. Like if you listen to most of our athletes, the way they train, Kobe Bryant, Steph Curry, they do something over and over and over and over again. And you're like, you never do. But at the end of the day, they become who we see them to be, successful people, because they have pushed themselves. They have gone beyond the odds. I've heard of athletes who wake up 4 a.m., 5 a.m., doing the same thing. Like they have rigorous training exercises. And you're like, these people are not normal. Possible. But they've shown us that they can do it. Then success takes longer than you want it to be. Like sometimes you set goals, oh, I want to be a millionaire by this, I want to be a millionaire by that. And sometimes it may happen that yes, you get what you're looking for, but sometimes it doesn't work that way. It takes longer than it takes longer than you envisage it to be. But that doesn't mean it won't come. So delay does not necessarily mean denial. It's just like maybe you're not ready to accept certain things or you're not ready to accommodate certain things. That's why the success hasn't come with you. Maybe there's a mindset of yours that you don't have, but it just takes longer than you want it to be. So that is where the patience comes into play. That is where faith comes into play. So these are just some of the harsh truths. We could go on and on. Then another thing that I grew up thinking that once I just have money, everything is settled. They will tell you better to cry in a Lamborghini than to cry in a bicycle. Trust me, guys. Like, I won't mind that kind of crying. But money only solves money problems. And I'll explain. You have money, yes. The debts, yes. Family, financial issues, yes. But money cannot buy you an honest and genuine relationship. Money cannot buy you good health. Money cannot buy you loyalty from people. And all of these things stem from how you behaved towards yourself and towards people. So with your quest for money, just always remember that there are other things that money cannot buy. Like they'll tell you the best things in life are free. Just think about it. Like my son smiling at me randomly, my mom patting me on the back for something I've done, my kids hugging me or looking at me like superwoman. These are things that you can never buy. Even though, right now I heard that there's something happening. I think one of those Asian countries where you can hire a Ken. Now, a Ken is like email, email help that he comes around, he'll cook, he'll clean, he'll give you emotional support, he'll pick the kids from school, he's tall, handsome, everything that a dream man is supposed to be, he is. But at the end of the day, he was what? He was hired. It's not natural, it's not genuine. And after a while, people would abuse this job. So money will only solve money problems. At the end of the day, sort those personal things out. Then, still in line with money, the highs get higher and the lows get lower. Of course, the glitz and glam on the Lamborghini. I woke up in a new Bugatti. Like everything is all beautiful, but once you feel publicly. Like, being a lady, I do a lot of, should we call them reality TV? And when Kim Kardashian got divorced, I saw a clip where she was crying, and it was you having a public divorce with all the money, the beauty, the business, but it's public. So these are some of the things I've come to realize. Now there are a couple, later never comes. If you keep on saying I'll do it later, later will never come. So you need to seize the moment. And then one thing we need to know is that you'll never figure it out. Like, sometimes while I took time to start YouTube, well, I felt I wasn't ready. I felt okay when my child is older, when my child is this. But guys, like 18 videos to my name. Oh, like 18 videos with my baby. Like I started this channel heavily pregnant. I gave birth. I'm still on the journey. Trust me. Like I'm just doing it. I'm just doing it with fear, with uncertainty, but I am doing it. So you will never figure it out. You will never figure it out. But along the line, you'll meet something who will show you the way, and then you keep on going on and on. And then imposter syndrome. So we had an event from one of my videos, right? And my sister said she woke up at 4 a.m. and she was all tense. Now, I'm not saying I don't have imposter syndrome. It will always come. Like, it will come. But like I said about anxiety, you just need to know how to handle it more. But like, just sit here, just okay. You want to follow me, right? Sit down, but you ignore it. You don't give it too much power, because if not, it won't allow you to do the things you need to do. Like I have a friend who used to do like a 1 minute. She liked a podcast, and he used to call it the 1 minute man. I know, right? Like 1 minute man, and he stopped. And I was like, Manji, what's happening? And he was like, Lara, imposter syndrome. That was a beautiful thing to watch. Like you just talk about something randomly for 1 minute, you edit it, you voice it. He did the visuals for it, but he stopped because of he feeling that he's not worthy enough. So these are some of the harsh truths that we need to come to terms with. Sometimes I think many of us enter into things blindly. Then once things don't go as we want them to be, we feel bad, we blame people, we blame the world, we blame our circumstances, whereas most of these things are determined by you. Yes. I'm talking to the man in the mirror. Okay, guys, just have to add some music there. So, guys, I talked about how that Alexis quote hit me. Like, that quote is just here, like, it's here. I just think about it every time. Where he said, I have to say it again, work so hard that is to be unreasonable of you not to be successful. And I thought about it. How can you be unreasonably successful? What are the ingredients? Because we want to cook the soup now, the soup of success. What are the unreasonable ingredients of success? And I have a list. Because this is me doing my research, this was me watching videos, this was me relating X to Y. And I realized one thing that most rich people had, or let's say successful people, I beg your pardon, they were obsessed. They had a unique obsession. They wanted something, they worked for it, they got it. I will cite Thomas again, Thomas Edison. Which juju, like what did you take? What did you eat? Where did you go to that you wanted light? Like you felt I can light a bulb. And he tried 1,000 times. Or the Wright brothers who felt if a bird can fly, how about we have a creation that transports man from one place to another? Or the scientists, or Martin Luther King who had a dream. Like the list is endless. Malala. And I'm like, they were not just curious, they were not interested. It was die-hard obsession. Like, I want this thing. Like they cared so much about this thing. And it didn't come with the thing of, okay, I want money at the end of the day. I want to do something. I can do this, like my son will say, I can do this. And they went ahead and they achieved it. So it's like you must have a unique obsession about something. I want it, I got it. Like I want this thing. This obsession gives you tunnel vision when the initial honeymoon phase of your idea dies down because it's like, I'm obsessed. I must have it. So let me ask you this question. What is that one thing you care about so much that you could do it for free every day for years? If you find it, hold on to it. That is your wow factor. Then another ingredient for unreasonable success, I think, should be having a compelling story. When I listen to some of the stories about rich people, how it started, or how microorganisms were discovered. What did he do? What did he think? He just kept bed somewhere, and I'm like, Lord, this is nice to listen to. There is no story without a glory. And many things that we don't know is that we don't sell products, you sell emotions. Just tell them you use this and you feel this way. You listen to this story, it made me feel this way. Like there are some people that you just relate to because there is a similarity. You could relate to their pain point. It's just like me talking to a fellow mom and she's crying, and I will not say, I beg you are overreacting. I will feel it too because I can relate. Many people don't like to sell their pain point. There should be a story. There's always a story, a compelling story. Like somebody told me about a lady who wanted to sell her book. She had been raped, sexually abused, and she just started by saying, 5 years ago, I was raped. Trust me, she sold out. So this is her helping people and her also helping her pocket. So there must be a compelling story. Then one other ingredient that I came to realize is that you have to have a contrarian idea. You must have breakthrough thinking. It's not just thinking small. It's not thinking about novel. It's not thinking about, whatever everybody has done. It's you thinking large. You thinking, okay, how can I make this thing into something that has never existed before? So you being innovative or you having an innovation is you asking the questions that nobody dared to ask. Is you doing those things that nobody dared to do. This thing happens this way. How do I do it this way? So in other words, it's like having the blue ocean strategy. Now, many people are doing the same thing over time. It's just like in Nigeria right now. Somebody started doing makeup, right? And now everyone is a makeup artist. Like everyone does makeup, except me though. Maybe I'll join the bandwagon soon. But like, what makes your makeup different? What do you do? Do you do makeup for old people? Do you do makeup for young people? Do you do makeup for, I don't know, like what do you do that makes you different? And that is the blue ocean strategy where When everybody is doing something, you might do that thing, but you need to put something else that gives it the extra boost. Take, for instance, in those days, everyone had circus, okay, bringing in animals, people working on ropes, this one eating fire. And then you now having to compete with other people, you have to either get more animals, make your acts longer. But somebody just thought, okay, how about add music? Just that one thing. He was innovative. So you need to have breakthrough thinking. You must have a contrarian idea, an idea that goes against the odds, an idea that is different. Now, I have a friend who is very into, zodiac signs. Like he's a weirdo in a way, And right now, his weirdness is paying off because he believed in himself. So that is another point. You must have self belief, strong one. Believe in yourself, believe in your vision. Now, it's not just any kind of contrarian idea, a contrarian idea that works. That's why you need to think it through before you put it out there. Then also there has to be deliberate practice. You practicing something over and over again. It's more like discipline, it's more like delay, it's more like discomfort because you may not necessarily like these things, but at the end of the day, they must be done because there is something you're aiming for. Ah, so story time, guys. So there was a lady who was, I think it was a TED talk, and she said she has a snake pet, like snake. For what? Out of all the pets, okay, back to the story. So she said she had a snake pet, right? And for a while, the snake got missing in the house. So after a while, she went to the doctor. After she found the snake, she took it to the vet. I beg your pardon. And the vet was like, "How old is your pet?" And she told him, and he was like, "Man, she's quite small for her age." And the doctor made her understand that if you keep something that is meant to be big in a small environment, it will naturally shrink. So find yourself around people who are ready to stretch you rather than pet you. People are ready to push you. People are ready to challenge you. That's why you don't stay in a place for too long. Gather as much experience as you can. Now, I'm not saying be unfaithful, but you need to know how to balance these things so that you find yourself in the right environment, the right environment to grow, the right environment to be who you are meant to be. Because if you're in a small environment, naturally you will shrink into that environment. You must be ready to be different, the courage to be different. You can't go with the flow. You can't say everybody is doing this, I'll do this. Where does innovation come in? Like I said before, you need to learn to be different, and different is beautiful. The price for originality is being misunderstood. Now, people like Michael Jackson, why do we still make reference to him? Because he did so much. Yee-hoo! Okay, I didn't get that. But you know what I'm saying. Preparedness, meeting timing. You can't just say you're ready for success, but you have nothing to show. You're not prepared, you're not ready. Somebody was telling me last week that there was an opportunity, but I wasn't qualified. Why? Because there was a particular program I used to do before, but I stopped doing it for, let's say, 6, 7 years now. So I don't have anything fresh to present. And it's something that maybe I would have gotten, a fellowship or something about women and girls. Oh, now let me give you an example where preparedness met timing, like it was apt. So I was watching a podcast about Abaga and a couple of youngins that were interviewing him. And one of the artists signed to their record label, Black Bones, he talks about him and he said once when they were interviewing Black Bones for his audition, they asked him, "How many songs have you done?" And he was like, "This year, like for this year." And they were like, "Okay." And he had over 300 songs. And he had proof. He opened the laptop and he showed them. For that year alone, he had done 300 songs. That means this guy is what? He's ready. He is ready to do the work. So this shows that he was prepared, number one. Then he had a work ethic that was admirable. He was ready to put in the work. These are some things that we need to have that unreasonable success. You meet all these people who are successful, either they wake up by 5 a.m., they're doing one thing, the extra 10%, you wake up every day, and if people say, do 10 steps, you do 11. Read 10 books, you read 11 books. They do something different. Guys, we can't really cram things right now. So we have our list. You having your goals defined. What do you want? What's your vision? What do you want for yourself? Clearly stated. What do you want? Why do you want it? Then another thing is eat a frog. No, this is not Liana, Princess and the Frog. In the sense that there are things that you don't like doing. Like Andrew Tate says he does not like working out. So that's the first thing he does when he wakes up. So there are certain things you don't like doing. Do them first. So that at the end of the day, that particular day, you can do the other simpler things that you may like or find easier to do. So learn to do those difficult things. They must be done. They must be done. Or somebody will tell you, don't just group things as difficult and hard. Just know that they must be done. They must be done. Oh, let's work smart. Let's work smart. But I realize for you to work smart, you must work hard. So after a while, you know the ways to do certain things with ease, or you get better at doing them. So that way you need to outwork, you need to outlast, and you need to outgrow your old self. For you to be a new self, your old self must die. There's so many things I could say about this particular thing, but you need to outwork yourself. Outwork everyone quietly. It's not about shouting, going here and there, say, hey, I've done this, I've done that. No, it's you just doing you trying to beat your last record. To fall in love with the process. Know that this thing has to be done. It's boring, it might be exhausting, it's tiring, but you're going somewhere. Many people who are successful have done something repeatedly until it brought about results. So we need to have building adaptability. Many people are just, if it doesn't work this way, I am not going to go with it. But you need to realize that what makes you different, the wow factor, is you being able to adapt to a situation. So you need to be liquid, whereas you can fit into any container, you can handle challenges that come your way. It is not everything that you do by the book, but you just think, okay, I want to do this and I need to adapt to this situation. So that way, it makes it easier for you as a person. Discipline. Discipline at all times. Discipline beats motivation. Of course, motivation is nice. Oh, I feel motivated to do this. But motivation is more like Wi-Fi. Strong in the morning, weak at night. Semi-strong tomorrow, disappears after a while. So what do? Your goals don't get achieved. You need to build a structure, a system that favors you. And that system is built after you have done things, after you know what you want to do, you build that system. Then another thing that I've come to realize is that when we're young, they make us know that once you have failed, your life can never be the same. I remember back then when I was 9 years old, I got third position. Normally, I used to be first or second. I got third position. Guys, I kid you not, before I got home, I was sick. Like I attracted the sickness. I was like, hell, that is going to beat me. Hell, that is going. So I felt once I just fall sick now, they can't talk. And it made me realize that we were brainwashed to think that failing was a problem. Failing means you are not worth it. Failing means you can't succeed. But I've seen how failure has brought people the required successes. Now, speaking about how I watched TV yesterday, right? There was a lady in a competition. She does spoken words and she has been coming week after week and she's been doing, fairly okay. So last week, they were telling her that you did fair, but your words were just cliche. People of God, she came yesterday. She didn't just speak, she rapped. She also danced. And I was like, this is what failure does to you. This is what feedback does to you. This is what critiquing does to you. It puts you on your toes. It brings out that extraordinary thing in you if you allow it to propel you further. I was just looking at her and I was like, precious is me. So this is what the comment from Vector did to you. Now it's called DTH. I think the Spirit Niger Talent Hunt competition. Like she came out yesterday, she was in sicko mode, beast mode, and she was even one of the best performances for the night. And I just kept on smiling. I was like, failure, failure. So failure gives you data. It gives you lessons. Okay, you're like, okay, this is data. How did I do last week? What do I need to improve? How do I get better? Because if people keep on telling you, oh my God, you're good. Oh my God, you sabi. After a while, you get lazy because there's nothing to propel you further. So failure should be redefined. Failure is just the beginning of the great you to come out. And one last point. I realized that sales cannot be overly emphasized. You need to be good at sales. What is your vision? What do you want to sell? What do you want people to know about you? You need to evangelize your business. This is who I am. This is what I do. Like I have a friend, his status, once you just open it, you know that this guy is into what? Reading. I read this. I read that. This. Now he's even putting short snippets of himself on his status about him talking, about, growth, about change of mindset. And many a times they don't teach us skills. These are some things that schools need to inculcate into the curriculum. Now that's a video I'm going to make, so watch out for it. Sales, you need to get good at sales. Selling yourself, selling your business, selling your skills. A skill is a talent that has been built. Because you need people to buy into your vision. You need people to see your vision, to believe in it, and to sell it with you. Like you see some people online, they had a couple of beliefs and they had followers. I'm like, hello, what's happening here? So that's something that you need for unreasonable success. Selling yourself, showmanship, panache, showing up. Is it the way you dress, your branding? But sometimes it's not about packaging, because packaging can go. But what is in it? That internal drive, most importantly. Because there are two kinds of power. There's is it the fake power and the real power? I can't remember. I was reading, I've been reading the 5 a.m. Club, and they talked about how fake power is where, it has to do with riches, followers, aesthetics, and all. But you have the real power, the power that Mahatma Gandhi had, the power that Mother Teresa had, the power that the Pope has, in the sense that they just say, and you're like, yes, sir. Because of the way they carry themselves, the discipline they've built, the character, the charisma, the consistency, the self-belief in their goals. So now we've touched on 3 things so far. What success could be, some of the harsh truths about success, and then those ingredients for unreasonable success. Now let's look at the way we can achieve this success. Now these things, like I said, it's just basically me reflecting on my thoughts, as I'm older now, the things that I feel we need to have. There are a couple of other things you could, add to that list of, unreasonable success. For you to achieve it, you need to push yourself, you need to prioritize your health, you need to stop comparing yourself. You can't compare someone's day 1 to your day 10. With the whole social media thing, there's the real, oh my God, but they don't know about your real life. So now we know the truths. We know the truths about success. How about we look at the tools that you need to be successful? In the sense that, let's look at what you need to do, what you need to have, the mindsets that you need to instill into yourself for the long run, for you to carry on this journey of success, whatever kind of success you want to achieve as a person. And it has to be starting small. Many a times you're all, I want to be rich. I want to have 10 houses. How are you starting? You don't just get 10 houses over a day. You have to start somewhere. It's just like me. Maybe now I want to expand after a while, having numerous YouTube channels. But let's start with one. build that one, then we can expand. So you need to start small. It's not about breaking the bank, it's just you having something and building on it, focusing on it, nurturing it, loving it. Then you can start your success story. Then the extra push yourself. Trust me, there will be things that happen, come rain, come sunshine, family, friends, things that will come to change what you have today. You need to push yourself. Very importantly, prioritizing your health, prioritizing the energy, the people around you. People will laugh at you, especially when you have an idea. They'll be like, what is she doing? How is she doing it? Can she do it? Especially being a woman, especially being an older person trying to succeed. Even the young people will want to shake you. Oh my God, she's doing that. But at the end of the day, that's where your unique obsession comes into play. Let's talk about those things that you need just for short terms, like what you need once you embark on this journey of yours. Now, I talked about the practical tips, some of them, which I merged with the ingredients for reasonable success. You now need some habits that will push you further, like showing up ugly. Trust me, I'm not all glammed up. I don't have the perfect equipment, but I'm showing up ugly, showing up vulnerable, showing up scared, showing up naked. So you need to show up ugly. You may not have everything that it takes, but you're showing up with what you have because you know what you want as a person. So learn, learn, ask questions, experiment. These are track progress, not perfection. I'm doing something. I've made one video. Like I got a new subscriber, guys. Ooh. This progress is not perfection. Most definitely, the goal is to get more than 1,000 followers at the end of the day. But for now, I just got a new one. So I say welcome to the family. I hope you find this content helpful. So don't forget to like, don't forget to share, and don't forget to subscribe. Practice gratitude. Stay humble. There is a balance between growth and gratitude. That's where you are thankful for what you have, but you still want to push yourself further. So stay humble. Even if you're getting something, always be thankful. Always want to push yourself further. Learn to take risks. Sometimes, oh my God, I can't take it. I'm too big. What will happen? Take that risk, then find out later. I know it's not easy. I know, trust me, guys. But sometimes just taking that risk will open a door that you've never experienced. You might fail, you get back up. You might even go bigger, go hard. So go big or go home. So take those risks, be consistent, push yourself, prioritize your health. Like I look at our mothers, they've been so good to us. But what do you have in common? Fibroid, leg pain, arthritis, diabetes, BP, ulcer. Because in their quest for success in the sense of I want my kids to go to school, they put themselves on the back burner. Know when you're about to burn out, take a step back, relax, and move forward. Like there's something I'm planning right now. I'm a mom of a 9-month-old child, so it's really hard to burn out. I have other kids as well. I want my Sunday to be Sunday. Like I just lazy around, do nothing because I have planned the other 6 days. So it takes planning. It takes being what? Adaptable. So these are some of the things that I just sat down and I thought about a lot of things. I read about a lot of things. And I hope you can resonate with my thoughts because this video is about a reflection of how I've been feeling about this word success. Because the pressure is too much. You have not done this. You are not doing that. You have not done this. You have not done this. You are supposed to do it this way. So, in a nutshell, redefine what success means to you. What is success? Is it getting out of bed? If it's success, congratulations. Is it getting 100K? Congratulations. Is it doing one good habit in a day that is success to you? Congratulations. Redefine success in your own terms. Don't allow the world to do so because once they do that, you're a mess. You always have to live up to one standard or another. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed today's discussion. And the next video will be about something really interesting. So don't forget to like, don't forget to share, don't forget to subscribe. And in the comment section, tell me, what is success to you right now? I want to know. So till I come your way, stay blessed and remember, I love you. Je t'aime, je t'aime, je t'aime. Bye guys. Mwah. Take care.